Hello guys, this is another edition of Tech Thursday on AfriTech Journalism. Today we have a wonderful discussion with you about macOS Finder. Before we start, we will tell you more about the Finder, what it does and what is Finder itself. The Finder is the main gateway to your macOS in terms of file managing. Let's open the Finder first. And the Finder also is the default file manager and the graphical interface for every user who uses the Mac OS. And then we can tell you what the Finder does. Simply is the file managing system of the Mac OS. Okay, so this is the Finder. That's what you are looking at. Normally when you open, by default it takes you to the recent folder, or you can set it to desktop, document, or any of these. And what we have here is what we call the sidebar. So now let's go to the Finder settings, and this is the preferences. On clicking on the preferences, you can see general, tags, sidebar, and then advanced. With the general, you can see some settings here that says hard disks, external disks, CD drives and DVDs and iPads, and connected to servers. Now, you can show your hard drives on your desktop if you want. Again, you can also uncheck them. There will be no hard drive shown on your desktop except the one you see in the sidebar. Okay, these are some of the drives in the sidebar. Okay, so again, you can change this new Finder window to desktop, document, or any of these ones. So when you change to desktop, right, when you close your Finder, the next time you open your Finder, automatically it takes you to the desktop, because that is where you have set it to. Before, or by default, it's at recent. So when you close your Finder again, you open it, you will see it at recent. So all the recent things that you have done, that you have opened on your Mac OS, will be shown here. Okay, now let's check the tags. The tags comes with colors. You can tag some of your folders and your files with these colors. Okay, and then the most important thing is the sidebar. By default, some of these options in the sidebar is unchecked. For instance, you can see desktop, document, downloads. That's the main thing normally we used to use on the Mac OS using our Finder. Okay, but there are more. You need to check it up. You can check on the movies, music, pictures, guests, right? And they all appear at the sidebar. So this is what we call the sidebar options. Now, again, you can check on your hard drive, external hard drive, all those things. Let me extend this Finder 1 second. Okay, with this you can check on your external drives to show in the Finder, or you can uncheck them. Again, these are the tags here. You can uncheck those ones too, and then there will be no tag showing, and then you can bring it back. Right, so the sidebar helps us to activate a lot of options, such as the picture folder, the music, the movie, download, etc. By default, some of these things are unchecked, so you have the right to go to your Finder preferences, and then on the sidebar you can have all these settings. Again, there's another tab here called Advanced. On the advanced base, you can also see any kind of file extension. For instance, if you have a file name, a file like a video file or a JPEG file or any other file, all you need to know is a file, but there is a file extension. You can always click on this file extension, and then whatever file you save or you open, it will tell you the file extension before you open it. And again, you can also check on the remove item from trash after 30 days. By default, this 3 box has already been checked. So you can check more, you can click on more by clicking on the remove items from the trash after 30 days, or you can keep your folders on top when sorting by name. Alright, and here is the search. You can search your entire drive, or timely you can search on the current folder. At times when you search on your entire drive, it takes much time for you to get a result. With that, you can do the spotlight search to get whatever you want. But in a reason you want to search something from a folder or a specific drive, okay, then the search on the current folder will be of help to you. So all this stuff you can change it to the way you want it. Okay, now let's come back to the Finder itself. On the Finder itself, there are a lot of tools at the top here which is hidden, so you can rearrange them the way you want. All these things that you see here, you can rearrange them the way you want it. So now let's try something. So when you go to view, you will see custom toolbar. Okay, you will see a custom toolbar, or you can right click on this side. If your trackpad is set to tap, you can use your 2 fingers to tap on it. It will give you the options to be able to check on this very place or any other place that you use your fingers to tap on it, your 2 fingers to tap on it. The options will come. So you can say the customized toolbar is here. The same thing like when you go to view, you can see the customized toolbar. Okay, let's click on it and let's see. All right, by this, all these functionalities are hidden here, which the Finder by default does not comes with the delete option, does not come with the folder, does not come with the get info and all that. So all you do is you click it, you drag to the top. You click on it, you drag to the top. You click on it, you drag. You click on it, you drag. Those things that you don't normally have them there, you can click on them and then drag them to the top. All right, if you don't need it, okay, you click it, you drag it down. You click it, you drag it down. It trashes by itself. You click it, you drag it down until you get everything finished, right? And you can send it back again the way you want it. It's always flexible, it's responsive. You can move it the way you want it. So users, these are other options that the Finder can help you with. So you can get your delete button. You don't need to click on the folder or a file in the Finder to delete it. All you do is you select the file or the folder, you click on the delete item, and then it's gone. Like the info, you click on a file or a folder, you click on this get info, you get the information concerning that particular file or folder in terms of file size and all that comes with it, right? And down here you can only show icons or text only. So when you show text only, it tells you all the icons, the kind of name that they have, right? So this is text only, so you can see the name, the new folder, the delete, get info, view, and all that, right? And then you can choose to say icons only. By default, MacOS comes with these already by default. Okay, so you can choose icon and text. Look at how it comes. So whatever icon you have here, there will be a text written on it. That is the name, or that is the purpose itself. Okay, so by default we put it to icons only, and then after everything is done, you click on done, right? Here is your Finder. Again, there are a lot of settings. When you go to view option, you can choose to say you can choose the sidebar, you can choose the show tap bar. That's what we just okay. You can choose to show tap bar, and then the tab bar will come. Here you can add a lot of tabs. Maybe this first tab, I can say okay, applications or desktop. Okay, and this one I can say the Mac OS drive itself, right? So you can have different kinds of tabs on one finder. It's more like browsers. You can have a lot of tabs with a different URLs and all that. Okay. Now you can also show the path. Every folder that you open have a path, right? So you can show the path. So here we are now. The path tells us we are on the Mac OS. So when you open the system, now it tells you Mac OS and then forward to system. Then there's the library. So it tells you Mac OS system and then forward to library. So that's the path, right? So let's go back. Okay. Alright, you can also show the status bar. Right, the status bar will give you some details concerning the available disk space on the drive and then the available items shown currently. So that one to helps you to see some of the statistics or some of the things that you need to know. Right, some of the things that normally people don't check, but the status bar will help you. The status bar will help you to see all those things. Then you can show the preview. Okay, when you click on show preview, there's another slide at the right side of the finder. Okay, so anything that you click here, now it can calculate the file size or the folder size and the modification, the created date and all that. Okay, when you click on library, it does the same. So this preview, show preview, will help you to see the kind of folder or file you have selected. Alright, again, you can hide all of them, but it is good for you to have your finder with more functionality so that it won't delay your time in terms of checking or reading a file on within the finder. So with this, you can help yourself to know more about the Mac OS finder, right? So this is one of the things that users normally don't check. So all the time they find it to be like it's very difficult to use the Mac OS and stuff like that. But tell you what, it's very easy. So these are some of the things that the finder can help you with. Okay. So thank you for staying with us and thank you for watching this channel. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.